Welcome. I want to talk about be careful, right? Be careful when you breed with her, right? Be careful when you breed with her. Like everything in life, you want to be strategic, right? You don't want this person to have some issues in life, right? And then you find out the last moment, then you find out all these stuff came out the woodworks. That she's unstable. She comes from a broken household. She don't have the right genetics, right? She have all these flaws with her. I'm not saying guys are flawless, but women could be flawed in many ways as well, right? So you gotta be careful when you breed with her to see if she's a fit mother, if she's a stable person, right? She's stable. You don't want to be you don't want to be one of these guys out there who fornicate with a woman, have kids, and next thing you know she's unstable. Then next thing you know she's on the 6 o'clock news doing some heinous thing to a child, right? Or do all these tell the kid that he's not his gender or whatever. Tell him he's confused, gaslighting the children, right? You want to be careful. Right? You don't want to subject your kids to this kind of mental anguish, this insanity, this lunacy. You gotta be careful who you breed with, right? You know, like I said, there's no perfect person in this world. There's no such thing as Mr. Right, Mr. Wrong, Miss Right, Miss Wrong, right? You have to deal with the problems, right? Because you have to deal with problems, you have to vet these people carefully. What are you willing to accept? What are you not willing to accept? You gotta have standards, guys. Don't just plant your seed in any woman, right? What is her true intention? Does she want a kid, right? Does she want a family? Does she want to be a wife? Does she want to extort you? What does she want to do? You just can't stick your Johnson in any woman and expect her to be Miss Wife of the Year, willy nilly out of nowhere, right? You gotta be careful. Be careful where you put your seed, man, and you reap what you sow. You don't want to put your seed in a woman that's very damaged, and then the kid grow out as damaged as she is, not listen to you, right? Then you wonder why she pick up all these mentality, this attitude, this bad attitudes. Pick up from the person you put it into, right? You want a person that's presentable, that's honorable, an honorable person, right? You can't just put your seed in some chicken head out there, some hood rat out there. Sure is a moment of bliss. You just fornicated with it, and because you get that serotonin and dopamine rush, right? But those are temporary satisfaction. Now you got to deal with long term consequences when it comes to breeding, right? You don't know what her intentions are. So you gotta be careful what you put in the women, right? Not only that, when you fornicate with a woman, you clean it too. You don't know what she have, what kind of disease she's carrying, right? If she have a high body count, that's one reason I don't want a woman with high body counts, right? You don't know where she's been. You don't know if she's clean or not, right? This heart there's it's virtually impossible where she get the disease from when she have all these body counts, right? This is why people don't suggest women to have multiple partners. Right, within those multiple partners, you could pick up lots of diseases. Right. So next thing you know, what if you contract that? Right. What if you contract that? What if you met your partner and she carried some viruses and it transmitted to your child? Now you're responsible for that. Right now, all you guys are exposed to that kind of stuff. All you guys are not clean, and now you have more serious matter on your own hand. All right. Yeah, imagine syphilis, gonorrhea, right? Crap, hepatitis, typhus, all these diseases you got to worry about, right? So be careful who you breed with because you might pick up all these diseases, right? The first is her mental state, right? Is she a stable person? Next thing you know is her health, right? Thirdly, you gotta be careful who you breed with because you don't know her financial situation. What if she's getting or breeding with you just for financial gain? You don't know that. You can't, like I said in many my other videos, you read their mind. Are you a mind reader? Are you a psychic? All right? Are you a psychic? Basically, if you're not psychic, there's no guarantee. Right? Because there's no guarantee, you gotta limit your liability as much as possible. Limit your liability as much as possible. Right? When you be careful who you breed with, you're limiting your liability. When you vet your partner, you're limiting your liability. The less liability you have, the less problem you can get in life. Right? You don't want no liability. You don't want all these problems, all these headaches, all these distractions in your life from you pursuing your goals, obtaining your dream out there, getting your bag. This is why you gotta be careful who you breed with. If you choose to breed with a person, right? If you choose to fornicate, right? Listen to me. I'm not saying that you can't have sex. I'm not saying you can't do that, right? You do what you want to do. It's your life. But think of the consequences. Be careful. Make wise decisions. Be strategic. As men, you have to be strategic. It's like a game of chess, right? Look at her as your opponent, and you gotta be strategic with your move, or else you got played. She played you, right? She played you like a game. She played you like a fiddle. You're gonna be another sucker out there, not realizing that you got played by a woman, right? You can't be able. You wasn't able to read her body language, read her intention, right? You need to know all her history, her past, right? If you can't get that, ask somebody who know her. Ask her how was she like previously. Get to know her parents, get to know her family members, get to know her friends, right? I know, those are an inconvenience, but hey, if you choose to fornicate with a person and have kids and put a baby in her, you gotta know all this stuff, man. You just can't just go bust nuts in her and expect the best out of it, right? And expect that the child doesn't come with some kind of deformity, some kind of illness. You don't want that. I don't want to bring. That's the worst thing. I would be so guilty if I bring a child into this world with all those health problems, right? With all those disadvantages, right? I I don't want to be that type of person that bring a child into this world and I can't take care of it. I can't save it. There's nothing you can do when a child is born sick. There's nothing you can do, right? If you have all the resources in the world, who to say all those resources in the world can help them? Rich people die all the time as well, right? So you gotta be careful with strategic, right? Just strategic. Be careful who you plant your seed in. Right? Your seed is everything. That's your lineage, your generation, the thing you can pass your stuff on to, the knowledge you can pass on. Guys, the thing with guys is they want to spread out knowledge that they learn. What's the point of them living their life for? Right? For a guy to live their life is to consume knowledge. And when you get older, the best thing he like to do is spread out his knowledge. Why do you think old men out there love to teach the young cats new things? Because they have a lot of knowledge. They just love it. Right? They love to teach two cats new things. They love to see new cats or young cats better themselves. Right? Guys love to spread knowledge. Old men out there love to spread knowledge. They're elders. Right? And that's what guys do. And that's what fathers do. Fathers have their kid. They like to raise their kid to be proper people. Right? They like to raise the kid to be proper people and give them and spread their knowledge that they learn in life. Tell them what to do, what not to do, what to look out for, what not to look out for. Right? But on that note, guys, let me know I'm tapping on the right subject. Am I missing something, right? If I'm missing something, please put your comment below and let everybody else read it so we can all learn from each other. On that note, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll come back with another video. Peace.